And then the night before, I think it was pretty much the night before Saturday night, Saturday or whatever, I started hearing more and more about the ground invasion, a possible ground invasion. And I was listening to Canadian Prepper. He had Brandon Weichert on. They were talking about, maybe that was Friday, something like that. And I mentioned like the Steve Quayle warning, like 48-hour warning or whatnot. And I was just like, okay, what does this pertain to? And does one have to do with the other? I think so, because unfortunately we lost 2 service members over the weekend. And people are starting to ask questions for the first time, like the media, like faux news, like the mainstream or other people, conservatives, MAGA people, whatever. They're starting to ask questions for like the first time. And they were asking like, okay, well, if we've already won this war, if we decimated their military, their army, if their navy's at the bottom of the sea, if they have no air force, then why are our people dying? Why are our service members dying then? That's a good question. Why are our military members getting blown up by Iranian missiles or Iranian artillery or what have you? Iranian armament. That's a really, really good and fair question. If we've already won and we've decimated them completely, then why are our people getting killed? Riddle me that, Batman. Right? So that's a good question. And then I started hearing more about ground war and possible invasion. And then a few minutes ago, I was looking at something real quick, a YouTube short from Judge Napolitano with Colonel Douglas McGregor on there. Everybody has their timelines and their dates and everything. But he was like, well, we could be 8 days away from nuclear war. 8 days away. I'm like, wow. I don't know if that's true or not.